Whoopi Goldberg plays a basketball fan who has her dream come true when she gets a chance to coach the New York Knicks in the NBA comedy Eddie. It's one of 5 new movies we'll be reviewing this week on Siskel Ebert, along with an adventure fantasy starring Dennis Quaid and Sean Connery's voice. Also, Charlie Sheen tracks alien creatures, and we'll give you our take on Tom Cruise's current #1 box office hit. I believe that's called Mission Impossible. I'm Gene Siskel of the Chicago Tribune.
And I'm Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times. Our first movie is Eddie, which is also the name of Whoopi Goldberg's character in the movie, who in this scene is the New York Knicks' biggest fan. She's named honorary coach for the day at a game in Madison Square Garden, but offends the team's real coach, played by Dennis Farina. After he walks out in protest, the team's new owner, a blustering Texas millionaire named Wild Bill, played by Frank Langella, gives her the coaching job for real, announcing his decision from center court.
This is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. And it didn't even happen to me.
There's nothing in the rule book. You want to file a protest, be my guest.
You're damn right I will.
They're all yours, Coach.
Goldberg isn't a very good coach to begin with, but she doesn't have a very good team either. Here you can see some of the real-life NBA stars who are fictional players in the movie. The Indiana Pacers' Dwayne Shinsis, Greg Ostertag of the Utah Jazz, and Malik Sealy of the LA Clippers.
Hey, Patton, pass the ball. What are you, the black hole of basketball? Come on!
You gonna let her call you a black hole?
Man, a hole, not a hole, a black hole.
What's a black hole?
A black hole is a theoretical object in space. It is so dense that matter collapses, and light itself cannot escape.
The best dramatic effort in the movie is by John Salley of the Chicago Bulls, who tells the new coach what she's going to have to do to start to reach her players.
I know these kids make a lot of money, okay? And I know they're not supposed to be human, but they are. They have problems just like everybody else. Just because they can put the ball in the hoop, no one cares.
One of the lessons Goldberg learns is that to get the respect of the players, a coach sometimes has to make a tough call.
What you trying to say to Stacey Patton?
I'm not trying to say it. I'm telling Stacey Patton to get his black ass off my court. You are out of the game.
About damn time.
Eddie is a movie that somehow manages to miss about 95% of the drama and excitement of the real NBA, replacing it with exhausted old sports movies cliches. So far, only one movie has really suggested the level of competition and intensity in high-stakes basketball, and that's William Friedkin's Blue Chips from 1994. A movie like Eddie just sort of seems to miss the whole point.
Well, first of all, it isn't trying to be a documentary, nor was Blue Chips. It's a comedy, and I thought it was a lot of fun, but I thought Blue Chips was a pretty lame picture, and also Celtic Pride. This is the first picture, and I'm giving it a mildly positive review. I thought it was very entertaining. I thought it did capture the fun of a situation like that in this sense, that she has to learn to throw out all the hangers-on, the agents. And there's a great scene in the dressing room. Total
Did
fiction.
you really believe, Gene, now I know you've spent a lot of
Not a
time
documentary.
around professional basketball players, that any basketball player in that movie at any time spoke and acted the way a real basketball player might speak and act?
I think that you said it yourself. I think that the John Salley character, he has 3 good scenes there.
Yeah.
And he's got the talent. He's a natural actor, and he does it very well. And he's sensible to her.
But
it's a comedy,
yeah,
Roger.
I know it's a comedy, but wouldn't it have been a funnier comedy if it had been more realistic about how they might really have behaved? They play like a bunch of milquetoast. They're happy to see her, and they kind of take her advice. And
it's one of the jokes. They're long-term contracts. That's one of the. But it's not
missed a chance at a much better movie.
Here's a problem I did have. The film is rated PG-13 because of one obscene language exchange, and it came out of the blue. Now here's a picture that I think a lot of kids would enjoy seeing. It is a genial comedy. Why do they have to stick in the F word to get the PG-13?
They put the word in to get the PG-13 because they were afraid if they got a PG, everybody would think it was innocuous.